Okay. Give me just. Are we? YouTube said, "Oh, couldn't be created," and now it started. Pisces is a Mercury's in Pisces. Pisces, guys, be prepared for wacko stuff to happen. I mean, like Meta being down for hours today. Somebody else locked out of their account for a while. Yeah. Okay, so we are live with workout day 43, which means 6 weeks of showing up consistently for me. Oh, yeah. All right. So much is shifting. Oh, my goodness. And if you missed it, I went live half an hour ago and talked a little bit about peace and standing for peace, speaking up for peace. And then I led a meditation and it was pretty darn cool. It felt really good to channel it. So I'm sure it will feel good for you to receive it. So hope you'll go over and check that out. If you need the link for the replay to the peace meditation, type peace in the comments and I will get you that link. Oh boy. Yeah. Called in the energy, called in the light. And now I'm bouncing, which I've already worked out today. I mean, it's been a busy day. Busy, buzzing like a bee. Tutoring and work with clients and being a delivery bunny, delivering something special. So, oh goodness. And anybody want to guess why my house smells like burnt food today? Burnt, like had to open both the front door and the back door and turn the fan on, which now I gotta go turn off that fan in the kitchen, though it still smells. Yeah, because I put quinoa on to cook and I turned it down and I set a timer and it wasn't done and I stirred it and I was like, okay, it could use some more water. And then I was like, okay, I'll come back and put water in it, and went to do something else and something else and something else. And then why does it smell like it's burning? And as I'm like running out to pull it off the burner. Oh, I'm supposed to be working out. Getting into my story. Like run out to pull it off the burner. The smoke alarm starts going off. So then I'm like opening the back door, opening the front door, got the fan on above the stove. And mind you, it's like high 30s, low 40s. So it's not like, I mean, it's cool enough for me to have windows and doors open because let's be honest, like lots of insulation. And I like it to be cold so I can snuggle under blinkies. But not quite like open all the doors and windows and turn fans on kind of weather. Not quite. And so I had that, going for a while. I was able to eat the top of it. I'm hoping it didn't destroy the pan, but it might have because it was not one of my stainless steel pans. It's a nonstick pan that I shouldn't be using anyway because they've got crap in them that we shouldn't be eating off of them. So maybe that's what happens. So I can just be like, okay, let's get rid of this one and just use the stainless steel and the cast iron. And my quinoa it didn't puff up. So it's kind of like chewy and a little bit different texture. It's delicious because I mixed some olive oil and butter and several cloves of garlic and a ton of rosemary and put that on and let the oil and butter infuse with the garlic and the rosemary. And then I took most of the oil out with some of the garlic. Well, actually I took the garlic out and most of the oil and kept a little bit of oil and the rosemary and added more rosemary because I love rosemary. And then I added a little bit of granulated onion with the quinoa and the water And it's so good. It's so delicious, but it's definitely a different texture than the stuff I made last time. And so I don't know. I like a lot of foods better cold. And this is one that I really like better cold. Because like when I made it last time, I was like, oh, is it just needs more salt, or is it just, it doesn't have enough flavor? And then after it had been refrigerated and I decided to try to put some on my salad, I was like, oh, this is really good cold. My mom would always make fun of me and be like, just really, why do you like your food cold? And I'm like, I don't know. It just tastes better cold. I mean, I vividly remember we were in, oh my gosh, Green River, Utah, with our car was broken down. And we stayed in this very seedy motel that was like, I'm like, Mom, we really should have stayed someplace better than that. Because like, wasn't like a safe kind of idea. Like, yeah, it was a bad idea. So we ordered pizza. And when the pizza got there, I put my pizza on a paper plate and I stuck it on the air conditioning vent with the air conditioning on full blast because I like the pizza cold. I still like pizza cold, but I also like pizza hot. I mean, pizza's just good anyway you eat it. But I can't have the cheese anymore or the wheat. So I'm like, gluten-free and fake cheese. Anyway. And there are like 2 places in town that do both gluten-free and vegan cheese. And the one that has the better pizzas, their vegan cheese just is not very good. The other one doesn't have great vegan cheese either. Like I've had better vegan cheese, like honestly on the diet like pizzas that you get in the freezer section. I've made my own cheese from scratch. Like I've made the Indian paneer cheese, which is amazing. So I need to just start making my own cheese from like cashews because I've made cashew cream. That's amazing. Yeah. So I'm going to have to make some more quinoa because a lot of this burned to the bottom of the pan. Oh, Dory. So yeah, I mean, if you aren't setting off the fire alarm, the smoke detector, like at least, once every couple of months, you're really not trying hard enough, are you? And I mean, I set a timer and everything, and then the timer went off, and I had just checked it, and I was like, oh no, it's okay. And then literally like 3 minutes later, it starts burning. I smell the burning, and I'm like, oh, that's right. I needed to put more water in it, and I didn't. So yeah. And I set timers when I'm cooking because I get absorbed in what I'm doing, and the rest of the world just disappears. Like I'll totally forget I was cooking something. I'll be like, it smells good in here. Oh, that's right. I started cooking something. So, I mean, I definitely have been known to set up the smoke detector. Yeah. Oh boy, I wonder about me sometimes. But I'm a really good cook when I pay attention and when I get things off the burner before they burn. So I have a pan that's been like scrubbed twice and it's still soaking and needs to be scrubbed again because I made rice and I was so sick. It was when I was dealing with the insulin, not insulin because I'm not on insulin, but the diabetes medication. And I was so sick from that. And I was like, oh my God, I'm too sick to cook anything. I really want to order, pho from Vietnam Noodle, but that's not where I'm spending money right now. So, okay, I'll get myself out and I'll make some rice. And I got it to a boil, I added the rice, I brought it to the boil. And I covered it. And I set my timer. But I forgot to turn it down. And it burned so badly. No, that wasn't when I was sick. No, that's right. Okay, I was able to eat the rice I made when I was sick. No, I didn't. It was cumin rice. And it boiled so badly. It burned so badly that even like the top of I mean, it's like 4 inches deep, and even the stuff on the top was like way too charred, burned, tasting, smelling to eat. You know, sometimes if you burn the bottom, as long as you don't like scrape the bottom when you're getting stuff out, you can still eat the top layer. Ask me how I know. Oh my gosh. My mom and I would cook together and she'd be like, Dory, you better go stir that. And I'm like, what? Oh yeah. So I don't have my mama reminding me. So I work. I set timers. And that's why the Instapot is so great, because it like has its own timer and it stops, right? But I got really into the yellow rice with the turmeric and onion and garlic. Turmeric, onion, and garlic. And I was making that in my Instapot like all the time. And I'd like go put it in and then go back to work in my recliner. I'd be working away and I'd be like, oh, it smells good. Oh, that's right. I have rice. And it beeped like an hour ago. It's probably, like depressurized and ready to go and everything. So, I haven't mastered quinoa in the Instapot though. Like the setting that I learned makes it a little too mushy. And so I usually make my quinoa on the stove, although that obviously doesn't always have the best results either. So, yeah. Hopefully get the last layer of charcoal off the bottom of the inside bottom of that pan. Stainless steel pan, and make quinoa in it tomorrow, because I mean it's delicious and I didn't eat all of it when I dished it up, so there's still some on my plate and it's like better cold. But yeah. Oh goodness. And I made a craft video today, which I still haven't uploaded. I probably won't upload it until tomorrow for reasons, but I cut up a bunch of paper to make cards, because I needed cards for people for something. And I've been wanting to sit down and make a bunch of cards, so I have some of my handmade cards on hand when something happens and I want to give somebody a card. So I've got a stack of paper ready to make a bunch of cards. I've made, I don't know, probably 8 or 10, and I've got stuff to make more. So I'm making some more here. Actually, I might go make some more tonight. But now I'm saying I'm a little more tired than I thought I was. Oh, goodness. I slept in until 5:30 today, so that was good. That was a lot better than 2:30 that I got up yesterday morning. Holy moly. So, oh, yeah. Time to turn off the screens. Ooh. And either read my book. I can't remember. It's something by Starlight. I can't remember if it's Seeing by Starlight or Living by Starlight. It's really good. I just started it, but it's really good. So either read or craft for a while before I go crawl in bed. Get some Z's. Since I'm in an early morning wake up pattern. And there's my reminder to go take my Victoza. So I am going to say, I hope you do something. Alexa, stop. I hope you do something today that sets your soul on fire and brings you joy, and that you follow your peace. Love you all. Take care. I'll see you next time. This is a reminder. Take my Victoza.